Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special episode of A More Perfect Podcast Registration Edition. With the deadline of registration coming quickly in many states, we thought we would put out a quick video talking specifically about swing states and everything you need to know to make sure you are registered so everyone gets out and votes in 2024, because this election is pivotal. We are fighting to save democracy. We're fighting to have a new way forward, and we need as many people out there as possible. So we're going to go through the major swing states especially, and just make sure you know what you need to get. You know what you need to know to get registered, so you can share this with your friends or anywhere it needs to go. Eden is our registration expert, and we'll be spending this time informing all of you everything you need to know. You'll have no questions after this video when it comes to I didn't put any pressure on her.
It's totally fine.
We'll answer the big questions, and at least tell you where you can go to get answers to any more questions that you have. So Eden, the floor is yours. Tell us what we need to know.
Well, thank you so much. So glad to be here today. As we know, the election...
Welcome to Eden's TikTok, or TED Talk. Welcome to Eden's TED Talk.
TikTok. Who knows? So yeah,
TED
the election is in fact approaching. I want to go through a list of the most important states, all the swing states. I also added Florida and Texas, just because why not? For a little extra...
Because we can have hope, right?
We can have hope for sure.
So just to make sure, so everyone's listening, that is Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Texas.
I believe those are all
When's
on the list.
When's the first day that is actually deadlining? Where are we at here?
The one that is coming up soon is October 7th, and the states that have a registration deadline of October 7th...
3 days from now.
That's 3 days from now. Arizona, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. But I will actually read the list because there's different key pieces to all of these states. So let's just start with these ones. In Arizona, you can register in person, online, or by mail. It has to be postmarked by. So pretty much whenever I'm saying by mail, that means it's postmarked by October 7th. We also have the absentee ballots that have to be requested by 5 p.m. on October 25th, and the ballot has to be received by 7 p.m. on November 5th. That's Arizona. Moving on to Florida. In-person, online, and by mail voting, again, postmarked by October 7th. They have to be, you have to be registered by October 7th to vote in this election. Request the absentee ballot by 5 p.m. on October 24th, and the ballots have to be received by 7 p.m. on November 5th. Georgia, again, in-person, online, and by mail voting the deadline is October 7th. Mail-in ballots have to be requested by October 25th. And again, ballots must be received before the polls close on November 5th. Texas does not have online registration. I'm sure most Texans know this.
Shocker.
So in person, and you can vote in person at the election office or by mail by October 7th. Mail-in ballots have to be requested by October 25th, and ballots must be received by 7 p.m. on November 5th. North Carolina. So in North Carolina, you can do registration during in-person early voting, which ranges between October 17th and November 2nd. You can also register online or by mail postmarked by October 11th. Then the absentee ballot has to be requested by 5 p.m. on October 29th. Ballot has to be received by 7:30 p.m. November 5th. Nevada, again, has registration during in-person early voting, which is October 19th through November 1st. You can also register same day. So you can register and vote on November 5th. Online registration deadline is October 3rd. By mail, postmarked by October 8th. Ballots are sent to active voters. So I think Nevada does mostly mail-in ballots, they mail you your ballot and you take it yourself. So ballots are sent to the active registered voters on October 16th through the 22nd. They have to be received in person by 7 p.m. November 5th, or mail must be postmarked by November 5th. Okay. Michigan has in-person same-day registration, online and by mail, postmarked by October 21st registration. You can request your absentee ballot by 5 p.m. November 1st, and your ballot has to be received by 8 p.m. November 5th. Pennsylvania, they make it real easy. You can register in person, online, or by mail, postmarked by October 21st. Your mail-in ballot has to be requested by October 29th, and your ballots all must be received by 8 p.m. November 5th. Wisconsin, in-person same-day registration, again, November 5th. Online and by mail has to be postmarked by October 16th. Absentee ballot has to be requested by 5 p.m. on October 31st, and your ballot has to be received by 8 p.m. November 5th. I will add that obviously I'm not even talking about the polls, so if you can go to the polls, you should go to the polls. They like to see people at the polls. That's where we get a lot of the energy, you know? So I also quickly should have added this earlier, but even if you think you're registered to vote, especially in these states, check again, because you might not be. You might have been taken off the voter rolls and not notified whatsoever. So check right now. Honestly, check it right now. You can check at vote.gov. You can also check it
Pause.
NextGen America.
We want you to pause this. Go check at where? Let them know where again?
nextgenamerica.org or vote.gov. There are a few others I might add later.
And then come back and finish watching the episode. But that is the most important thing you can do right now, is go make sure that you're registered.
Yes. So yeah, I just threw a lot of just information out. I just wanted to have a comprehensive list of these things because I have yet to see one that is not super confusing.
The key is we need as many people. We need this year. We need this year's voting numbers to be higher than they've ever been before. That is the only way we are going to show, for at least for us who want Kamala Harris to win, to show that the will of the people is being spoken. The more get out, the more the harder it will be for anyone to argue that the will of the people is being told. So go do this yourself. If you have friends anywhere, send them a link to this video so they know if any of these swing states, plus Florida and Texas, whether you believe them are swing states or not, send them this video, and have them send it to people that they know. Regardless of who you are voting for. I want to be clear. I'm looking straight at the camera instead of down at Eden right now. I don't care. We don't care who you vote for in the end. Yes, we have people who we would like you to vote for, but in the end, we don't care. We want you to get out and vote. We want as many people as humanly possible to vote. That is all we are shooting for in this case.
Yes. The U.S. does have some of the lowest voter turnout of any country with a democracy. Also, really quick, just want to clarify, you can check your registration at vote.org. I actually don't think you can check it at vote.gov. Vote.org, vote 411, nextgenamerica.org. Just wanted to clarify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully this information.
That's all we got. It's a short one today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope this can help.
Is right after we finish talking right here, we'll make sure that the websites for all 3 of the places, and we'll put it in the description too, so you can make sure you go check out your registration and everything else you need. So thank you for being here for this special episode of A More Perfect Podcast. Check your registrations, get out and vote. Let's do this. All right, bye guys.